Welcome,
Hey
everybody.
y'all, Scott here.
No! Welcome to the Shut Your Mouth Lounge with not Scott, Alex, and there was also, there's Scott is here too, I guess. Who the,
Gene.
Welcome, Scott.
Gene. I see.
Gene.
And also, hey, it's Addy too. The two minds, one body. And hey, Pink.
Hey.
Yeah, I thought we covered this a couple of episodes back, where I'm actually like a second head on Pink's body.
Yeah.
I'm Voldemort.
That's on the back of his head.
Yeah, I know. Close enough.
You gotta drink unicorn blood.
Yeah.
Oh man. That's a high class diet right there. How did no one notice fucking the professor sneaking out every night into Hagrid's woods and drinking unicorn blood? Like, you'd think at least Hagrid would have fucking noticed. Then again, Hagrid probably can't see very far beyond his beard.
Hagrid was too high.
Yeah. I mean, we all know he's a big fan of smoking while he's out there.
I was supposed to stop Voldemort, but then I got high. Everybody's dead, and I know why.
Alright. So, Pink, you got anything going up on your channel, man?
Yeah, I've got 3 Guilty Gear videos that I need to get uploaded that I didn't get around to doing last week. I usually upload it day of, after I finish recording them, but I didn't get around to it, so I was pretty busy.
Alright, what are you doing in those videos?
If I recall correctly, I went through with Bikin, Justice, and Cliff.
Ha! Yeah, Justice is an interesting one, isn't she?
Yeah, it was very weird. I couldn't really figure it out, but I did actually very well with it, so it wasn't terrible.
Did you figure out the move where she pretty well just puts out a sparkle on screen and it stays on screen until you let the button go?
I don't think so. I know there was a big flashy line that I could put out on the screen, but it didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, the Michael sword. So, with this, to me, this seemed like the best Justice move, though I didn't get to play with her for too long. But if you press down, and then any of the face buttons, she'll put out a little like sparkly explosive that slowly travels across the screen, and it stays there until you let the button go. And if you are really talented at pushing down multiple face buttons, you can have as many out on screen as you can hold down the buttons for.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to note that I really want a Guilty Gear character that's like really over designed and shit, and that I want their name to just be Justin.
Justin. Just incredible.
Yeah.
Alright. Did you do anything else?
No, I did not. I had Black Friday. That was fun.
No.
Always fun working retail on Black Friday. I mean, obviously this year it was a lot tamer compared to the previous years because
people are too afraid of the corona.
Yeah.
To actually freaking trample all over each other.
Yeah.
Instead, they send their dogs.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird because
the dogs would be more polite
all
than
the previous years. All the previous years, we've always made a big deal out of it. Oh, the doors are going to open in 10 minutes, people. Okay, here's your 5-minute warning. 2-minute warning. Okay, here's a countdown from 10 to 0 for when the doors open. This year, it's like we get an overhead announcement from the store manager on the PA system. It goes, a store opens in 2 minutes. And that was all we got. The store opened, I didn't even realize it.
Anyone who tries to cram in the door tonight dies the next week.
Yeah, it was very, very slow. The first hour we opened at 5. Nobody really. It didn't really become busy, quote unquote, until around 6, and even then, it was very moderate. It was like just for the most part, just your typical normal day. By 7, it started picking up, and then at 8 to 8:30, which I leave at 8:30, it had really gotten to be quite busy. So it definitely picked up over time. So I'm not sure why, because I would think the early rush would be the only rush. Maybe people were thinking the same thing and figured they'd think ahead and come a bit later, and that didn't quite work out for them.
Instead
But
of the early rush, you got the big time rush.
yeah, yeah.
That's the
Remember
first time
those
someone's
guys?
referenced that in 10 years.
What
Yeah,
what were those guys? Is that TV show or band?
I'm sure at
they're
least half
both.
of them are drug addicts now.
They're
Yeah,
both?
yeah. It was a TV show and a band.
Oh,
Because you're right.
I'm surprised.
Around that
I
time,
knew
they were.
that.
You remember around that time, Nickelodeon and Disney were both working their asses off trying to find the next new Jackson 5, I guess. Or Beatles.
They had like Big Time Rush had a song with Snoop Dogg. Then again, at this point, I've nearly had a song with Snoop Dogg, but you know.
That's very true.
Snoop Dogg streams NBA, the NBA 2K games every week and only gets 120 viewers, like average.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Snoop Dogg has had the strangest life. I mean, obviously, the guy smoked pot with Willie Nelson at one point. So, I mean, when you've done that, like, you've... Where else do you go in life, right?
You peaked.
According to Snoop, Willie's the only person who ever outsmoked him, so... I don't... To be a fly on the wall... I would say I want to be a fly on the wall for that meeting, but at the same time, I don't want to, because I'd probably get fucking killed by the fucking... After smoke.
The weed vapors.
Yeah. The tiny little fly body wouldn't be able to take it. I'd get high, let go of the wall, and fall to my death. Hey man, I'm falling. This is weird, man. Splat. Can fly? Are flies even heavy enough to die from falling? I think flies are pests.
I don't. I don't remember because I'm a way too easy to get rid of like bug types. Around my neck of the woods is just spraying them with water so that they can't fly. But I don't know. I've only seen like big. I don't even know what to call them. They're kind of like wasps, but they're like big and freaking fat and black.
Bumblebees.
No, they're not bumblebees because I know what bumblebees look like, and those things are not bees. But whatever, I've only seen one of those things kill themselves with fall damage so far.
I feel like I've heard that there's like a threshold that once you crash, like there's like a threshold of like aerodynamics and also weight. Like, once you cross it, you no longer really have to worry about, like, getting hurt by falling. And I feel like I've heard that at least one type of squirrel is somehow over that threshold, and thus, even if it falls from the top of a tree, won't get hurt.
It's wild. But yeah, I think
anyways,
that's
back to Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday. It was slow until it wasn't, but when it wasn't, it was time for me to leave, so I didn't mind.
It's the daytime workers' problem now.
Yeah. It's the rest of society's problem now. I am a free man. I wonder if we got any of the new next-gen consoles in.
Oh boy. Fucking if you do, let me haul ass across the country. Fuck.
I think we'll put it on hold.
Yeah.
I'll bribe the guy over in electronics. Hey, hold this for me, buddy. I'll pay you double what it's worth.
There'll be a candy bar waiting for you in the back if you do this. I can get you one Twix, but nothing more.
No. The right way to do this is to say there won't be a candy bar waiting for your back. I'm not gonna stab you with a freaking peppermint cane.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you just do the fucking trick where you put a Twix on their chair so that when they sit down, it looks like they shit themselves. I never understood how that trick works. Wouldn't it be obvious? Like, did he shit on the outside of his pants?
Body's a strange thing.
I guess the way it would work would be you take the Twix and stick it down the seat of their pants, but I feel like they'd notice you doing that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty hard to not notice, I would think.
You probably also shouldn't go with a Twix. You probably should go with, like, something with nuts in it, because if you go with a Twix, like, why is there caramel in this guy's shit?
Look, first you preheat a freaking Kit Kat bar. You break it in two, and then you shove it up a person's ass. They will never notice.
Foolproof.
Yeah.
That ought to show Bob in electronics.
Now he'll be stabbed with a peppermint cane, and he will look like he shit himself. Which he probably did because he was stabbed with a peppermint cane, but you know.
Funnily enough, there were candy canes on the Black Friday ad because, you know, gotta get in that candy cane rush for the Black Fridays, you know?
Yeah.
That's what everyone comes to shop for.
Oh, yeah, give me some of the candy canes, brother. Alright. So, Addy, anything else going up on your channel this week?
Oh, mine?
Yes.
Pink's uploading his Guilty Gear footage to my channel.
Yes.
I've decided to take room and board in your channel now.
Yeah.
Pink has decided he's going to upload his solo videos to someone else's channel, not the group channel, someone else's solo channel.
Yeah.
It's genius.
We're roommates now. But
we are one and the same.
Yeah, we are.
It is
that is true.
now. Yes.
But wait, Pink. if we share the same body, which part wears the fursuit?
That is an excellent question. I don't know how to answer that.
Make it like a Teletubby suit and put it on backwards so that Pink's head is projecting out of it.
make it one of those mascot suits where it looks like the people are getting eaten by the animals.
That weird gif of that football mascot eating one of the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
And it's like very obviously like they put a hidden compartment in there and now it's just two people in one suit, which I have to imagine was weird for both of them.
Probably.
Oh, hey, you're half naked now in this suit with me. Let's try and act like we're walking as one person. Okay. It's like the other gif of wasn't there also a gif of the referee getting a fist fight with the fucking mascot at some game?
I don't know, but I want to see it.
I hope. Oh, man. Addy, do you actually have anything going up on your channel?
No, nothing.
Okay. There will definitely be at least one recording, probably two, of The Forest going up on my channel, me recording with Mike. I've been getting the hankering to do some videos. I think at this point I've solidly given up on solo LPs. I'm just not I'm not good at like having a repartee with myself. Like, I have a fantastic repartee with Mike, and the videos that we've recorded in The Forest are really funny, but if I record by myself, I'm just kind of like, hey, I'm playing this game.
Yeah. How's your day been?
There's a similar thing with me as well. I can actually bring up an example. So in the Titanfall 2 recording, which I still have not yet released, by the way, but in the Titanfall 2 recording sessions, so I planned that to be a series. It ended up being one video, but never mind that. So, so session 1, I was kind of like when we record, I'm a different man. By which I mean that I get to actually have energy. I don't know. So when I record alone, I don't know. I just don't get into that mind frame or something, and it's just really low energy talking and shit like that. I had some good jokes in session 1. There was, I may have alluded to being part robot. Who knows? But usually it was just like, vanilla shit. Hey, here's what's happening on the screen. Session 2, we recorded or I recorded after we did a podcast, so I was all giddy and shit. That was the best session in the whole series. I was freaking thinking about uploading that video the series turned out to be to the group channel, just so I can have it have one moment in the year-end compilation of this year. Because I'm just going on a killing spree in this gigantic mech. I'm walking through this factory, killing everyone in sight.
And you were also playing Titanfall 2.
Yes, that as well. But then I stop in the like doorway to a room. And I go, it's not cricket without the crunch. And just as I finish that sentence, a door I don't know, it was this thing making robots. This arm just completely annihilates me immediately. Upon finishing that sentence, I become the crunch. Yeah, and I wanted that part that bit to be in the end compilation, but I refused because it's solo.
If we were throwing solo stuff in there, that would be so much extra work.
Yeah.
Like for that year-end compilation, what we could have is honestly, throughout the first 2 sessions of the forest, Pink can vouch for this. I make a sort of mini catchphrase saying, "I want to see the worm." And boy, did we get to see the fucking worm. Nice. 4 times.
Ooh.
Yeah. And topside Megan 3 times.
I mean, that's also just the worm, isn't it?
If you kill Megan, it increases the chances of the worm spawning. But one time we killed Megan, and the worm spawned immediately after.
Nice. So, yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so what you're saying is that by the end of the playthrough, it will just be like Megans and worms breaking down the door.
Pretty much. I mean, it worked out well because when you kill the worm, it drops shitloads of bones. But
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there aren't enough appendages for it to justify the bone armor.
Well, once you figure out, though, there's a vital thing with the worm. Hairspray. With a lighter. Don't go without the lighter. I did that for a little bit at first, and I was like, hey, wait. I'm only giving the worm a nice hairstyle. I'm causing no damage. Once you whip out the lighter hairspray combo, that just wrecks the worm. Because, like, every little sausage link that makes up the worm has, like, only 2 or 3 hit points.
Okay.
So the important thing is, like, big area of effect damage, if you can go for it. Megan also has way less health when she spawns on the surface, which is, thank God, because Megan, the actual boss fight Megan, is tanky as fuck, and you remember that.
Yeah.
I guess because she's not actually got the Megan weak point. Like, there isn't just, like, a shit ton of literal Megans, like, individuals spawning. Though it would be funny if every time you killed a Megan on the surface, it dropped the Megan corpse again.
Yeah. You need to feed the freaking the megalith enough Megans, and then Timmy will be awoken.
And then you just fight Timmy, and he's a bigger version of Megan.
Yeah, he's the island.
He's the island. Yes.
Man. Alright, and I did not record anything else that won't be going up on the group channel. I did upload the first recording of Gang Beast, and I'll be uploading the second one after this recording is done.
Nice.
All right.
Which was
I have edited the first recording of Gang Beast. So that's
take
up on
your
the
time.
calendar.
We've got 2 whole months of recording ahead of us already done, so.
Yeah, I know. I like, dude, I legitimately have nothing to do in my life. So, especially right now, with the freaking taking a break from video games.
Yeah, understandable.
But so literally all I do all day is just watch like the 2 YouTube videos that come out that day that I actually care about, and then listen to music until I'm sick of it. So that's why I take up like freaking doing editing like that, just to fill out time, and like the freaking transcribing the year end compilation thing. That took me 8 hours, by the way. 8 hours.
That's like a job.
Yeah. And it's still not finished because there were some parts where I couldn't understand what the hell was being said. So
I don't
it
know.
took
You
me-
should just type in like indecipherable or something like that there, because that always gets a laugh out of me when subtitles say that.
Oh no, there's at least there's 1 or 2 parts where I do that, where I just didn't feel like freaking actually trying to transcribe whatever was being said by all 5 of us at the same time at like freaking 6 a.m. But there's one part where both you and Goku talk at the same time. I have no clue what Goku says. I could
Goku can be hard to decipher sometimes. Yeah.
like the worst part is because Goku is a soft-spoken person. He hasn't completely warmed up to the mic yet because he's shy. But that's not even the issue. The issue is that his mic cuts out in the middle of the sentence. So I need to figure out what he's saying from sound bites that are low compared to yours. Also, the middle of the sentence is cut out. So that's the big issue there. And there's a couple of times like that in the whole compilation where I was like, oh well, it's already like 6:30, so
Okay.
and like I'm yeah.
No, go ahead and finish your thought.
Yeah, I was just going to say that like we don't do transcriptions otherwise, so I don't know how, or I guess subtitles really is it, well, whatever. Like we don't do subtitles usually, so it's not like we know how much use people will get out of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun just to try it.
Yeah.
All right. So, on the proper FOS channel, we have got coming out this week on Monday the 30th, Supreme Commander Part 8. On Tuesday the 1st of December, Fighting Games R, Episode 18, Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R. On the 4th, Friday, we have Sengoku Basra Part 12. Holy fuck, how long ago did we record that?
On long time ago. The last episode of Sengoku Basara is coming out in January.
Oh my god.
I think it's the second week of January.
Jesus.
It's
So
been
you
going
know.
on for like years now.
Years of Sengoku Basra content.
I mean, y'all joke, that's genuinely true though, because the freaking Sengoku Yukiden ran from around the start of 2018 to the end of 2018, maybe the middle of 2019, I forget. Then I got Sumeragi around the middle of 2019, and then we started up the Sumeragi playthrough, and it's ending in January. And the playthrough was cut short, mind you.
By unforeseen circumstances.
By unforeseen Matt Hardy.
Anyways. Pink, what did you do this week other than get attacked by angry shoppers?
There was nothing this week to my knowledge. I baked pies. I did other stuff for Thanksgiving, but aside from that, that's all there was. I definitely watch a Christmas movie every now and again while doing that. What were they? Miracle on 34th Street and what was that other one? Gosh darn it, I don't remember. But there was another one. I know that much.
All right. Eddie, what you been up to this past week?
Right. Well, this is actually not something that I did this week, but 2 weeks ago, and I just keep forgetting about bringing it up. So, I don't cook a lot, which surprise, I guess. I don't know, but
It's something I forget to do a lot, and it's fun.
yeah, it can be fun, and especially like to me, I see like I'm a person who is, despite having like next to no creativity, is really drawn to creative stuff like drawing, making music, freaking sewing, like costume work, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And cooking is another thing that I'm drawn to because of that, because it's technically a creative thing that you can do. Also, sustenance, like
Yeah, it tastes good as well.
yeah. And so my mom really likes looking at like street food videos and stuff like that, and she saw okonomiyaki in one set in Japan. Okonomiyaki are these pancake sandwiches, is the best way I can put it.
Ooh.
And so she wanted to try it out, so I looked it up, and we made okonomiyaki for the first time, which was genuinely the first thing I've cooked overall.
What?
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, actually.
Starting strong.
The what was I going to say? I didn't mention it, but a couple months ago, as part of like a diet thing, my family was doing a thing where like every night we were having Japanese, and yeah, we had like miso soup and something else, and I really enjoyed that. So apparently that's 2 good Japanese dishes.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple. There's also a couple that I like that are like up for debate, I guess, like mochi. Some people don't like mochi because it has the texture and consistency of raw dough.
Yeah.
I love to eat raw dough when I was small, so I'm fine with mochi, and it also tastes good. Not the most healthy, but technically healthier than most sweets as well. But yeah, okonomiyaki is a pancake dish where you basically make a small crepe-like pancake on a pan in a pan. You put cabbage in it, and then after that it's whatever you want, because okonomiyaki, from what I remember, means basically have it your way. So whatever food you would like to eat that's like salty, you can put on it. People put like soy sprouts in it. People put eggs. People put bacon, stuff like that. And then you pour some batter on the top of it, and then you flip it, and that's how it becomes a sandwich. And
it sounds like I gotta look into this.
well, the thing is that the thing I'm describing is technically Hiroshima okonomiyaki, because there's 2 ways of preparing it. Hiroshima is the one where you put it together while cooking, and then there's Osaka, which looked. I didn't look into it too much because Hiroshima okonomiyaki looked better to me, but Osaka okonomiyaki looks more like a pre-made thing where you just put it together into like a serving, and then you fry it, I guess. But yeah, there's also things like that people put on it and in it. I guess the toppings that people usually use in Japan, from what I could tell, are sweet soy sauce, which is literally just soy sauce mixed with honey, and mayo, I think. I forget. Anyway, there was one small issue with this whole making okonomiyaki around our household, which is that mirin costs a shit ton, and you need mirin for the batter. So mirin being like this Japanese cooking wine, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, so technically for a proper batter, you're supposed to just have, I think it was salt, water, mirin. Oh no, it's flour, water, and mirin. Yeah, you don't even need to put salt into it. But yeah, so usually you would have to use some amount of mirin in it for taste, and we didn't have that because mirin costs a lot, and I was also sold out, by the way, because of course, even if we were to pay a lot for it, we couldn't. So instead, we got rice vinegar
That
and
works.
mixed. Yeah, it's close enough. We got rice vinegar, put some freaking crystallized freaking. Oh, I'm forgetting the name. Sugar. Yes. Put some crystallized sugar into it and just mixed it until it was like close to what we assume would have been the end result, because we have actually used Miriam before.
All right.
And yeah, that was nice. It's actually not a hard dish to make. The hardest part is just the flipping everything on its head and hoping that it won't fall apart. Which if you did it good enough, then the batter should hold it together. So you know.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Let's see. I don't think so. No.
All right. So, what did I do this week? Good question. Wait. Okay, I remember what I did this week. It's really easy because Steam tells me what I've done this week. So, did play Gang Beasts and the Forest with Mike, and also played Gang Beasts with Pink and Goku. That is an interesting game where you either feel like a flailing little clay man that can't do anything, or you just fucking knock the shit out of people. No in between. I also put a decent amount of time into Marvel vs. Capcom 3 because I bought it for soon, and then soon, like 2 months ago, I bought it for soon while it was on sale, and I was like, oh, I should get my Christmas shopping done now. It was a brilliant move.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, I remember.
Yeah, and then 2 weeks ago, Soon messages me, hey, I bought Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Fuck! So he sent me the copy I bought for him, and actually wound up working out, because now I've spent the same amount on him as I have on everyone else on the forum. Well, not everyone else on the forum. Fuck, that would drain me dry.
Everyone that matters.
Hey, you Matt Brew, I went ahead and bought you $28 worth of Steam games because I love you that much. You fucking Neanderthal. Anyway.
It took me this long to figure out who we were even talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize you called
That's
them
the
by
part
name.
that clued you in, Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, even his avatar looks kind of like a Neanderthal, so I guess it works out. So I played Marvel 3 because he was nice enough to send me the copy I bought him, and it is a very good fighting game. So when I first played Marvel 3 10 years ago, boy, I did not know what the fuck was really happening. And I was like, oh, it's too fast. I hate it. And like coming at it now 10 years later, having got a shit ton of experience with pretty much every other fighting game, I'm like, holy shit, this game's amazing! Because now I understand things enough that I can put up with how fast it is. But I'm going to go ahead and say, I think Marvel 3 should be the last fighting game someone gets into.
I don't know about last, but it shouldn't be the first.
Yes. That game is brutally fast for some people.
You know, I'd argue, but then here's the thing. I watch Marvel 3 tournament footage at twice the speed because that's how my brain processes the information. Because I look at normal Marvel 3 footage and I'm like, that's not fast enough. That's too slow. I don't know how that works, but genuinely, when we're doing the Marvel 3 fighting games I looked at Evo footage at freaking twice the speed because the normal speed Marvel 3 was boring.
I guess it depends on which characters are getting played, too.
Well, yeah, but I think it was like a Strider match. It was like Strider versus Virgil because everyone used Virgil.
Yeah. Virgil, somewhere along the line, became everyone's third character in that game.
Yeah.
I'm glad that, like, Max... Have you guys seen about this? That Maximilian Dude went ahead and made his own tournament with a modded... Like, had everyone mod their copies of Marvel 3 on PC to have, like, GGPO, and then did a tournament in Marvel 3, like, a week ago.
I've heard about it, but I don't like. Sometimes Max is too much, so I just don't.
Yeah, it was intercut with scenes of him interacting with, Simmons dressed as Doctor Doom and some dude dressed as Albert Wesker. So it was very cheesy. And if you can't handle cheese in camp, then yeah, that's not for you. But
it's not the camp. It's literally just Max's personality that I can't handle sometimes.
Oh well, there was none of the genuine Max personality since he was acting the entire time. So
okay.
The tournament itself, like, I only got to see bits and pieces of the tournament, but it was fun watching the Marvel 3 tournament in modern day, especially because, like I said, like 10 years on, like character builds have gotten a little more variety, a little more variable than just pick your 2 favorite characters and also Virgil. Now you can safely just pick Virgil if you like him, but you can pick others too if you want.
Yeah, now you pick Storm, Cable, and Virgil.
Yeah. Oh my god, someone actually did pull out an infinite with Dante at one point in the match, which I didn't even know existed. And the commentators pretty well are just both like, alright, time for a piss break, everyone. Because it just goes on forever of Dante just knocking a guy into the corner, guitar. Knock him in the corner, guitar. It's like, you motherfuckers.
What was the infinite as hype as the Ignis Infinite that we found?
Well, it was a lot hyper than that, I can say. It's about on level of the Iron Man Infinite, basically. Maybe a little bit harder to pull off in terms of input difficulty, but in terms of the whole thing of get them in the corner and just, dust loop them, it's that, right?
Yeah.
Where you repeatedly are landing and then jumping again, and that's a key part of the combo.
Yeah.
It's pretty well an infinite dust loop.
Pink, just so you know, W and I played KOF 2002, and we found that one of the characters, only that one character in the whole game has an infinite that is literally just Hadouken. You just do Hadouken. Yeah, it's just down forward punch, and you just do down forward punch over and over again, and people can't do anything, and they die.
Oh, and the move's hitbox covers pretty much the entire screen, and it's also safe.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And it comes out really quickly, so there's no reason not to press this button.
There's no reason to choose not to win.
Yeah. If you are pressing any other button, you are playing inefficiently.
I mean, I played KOF endurance mode, or whatever they call it with the Ignis. And after a while, I just got so bored of doing the infinite that I just started doing his freaking level 3 super to people. At the end, I was like, one less hit.
To establish dominance.
Yeah.
Ignis has got to be the most half-baked character to ever get put in a KOF game.
I don't know. Nameless exists.
Nameless. Okay, Nameless is half-baked in terms of sprites, but he's fully baked in terms of gameplay. Ignis is 75% baked in terms of sprites, and like quarter baked in terms of gameplay.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Oh man, what else did I do this week? I also decided to go back and play The Evil Within. For the I guess I should just go ahead and out and say it. My parents went ahead and had me look up like good deals for video games for them to get me for Christmas. So I just straight up already know ahead of time I'm getting Evil Within 2 for Christmas. So I was like, well, guess that means I need to go back and finish Evil Within 1. Which
yeah.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I'm in a similar situation because like my family like they don't know what the things that I would need for things like freaking doing videos and shit. So usually when we do have the money to buy stuff for me, they just ask me, yo, what do you want? And then that's where it ends. I usually get shit before Christmas as well, because at that point, who cares? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so yeah, this year I might be getting a freaking drawing tablet, but budget.
Yeah. So going back to Evil Within 1, like Evil Within 1 is a game that like I started up and I was immediately just thoroughly unenthused with the amount of cutscenes the game starts off with and the silly action-packed opening sequence I thought was really bad. And I was cynical going in because my understanding was it's Shinji Mikami's attempt at making a Silent Hill game, and like I love Shinji Mikami. Shinji Mikami was the director of Resident Evil 4, which is one of my favorite games of all time. But I also know that Shinji Mikami does things very, unsubtly. And like I just took one look at the enemy designs in Evil Within, and like it's oh no, it's a man with pale skin who's missing half his face and he's wrapped in barbed wire. And I'm like, boy, this is a fucking far cry from Silent Hill's enemies, which have intricate psychological meanings. So I went into Evil Within 1 wanting entirely the wrong things, pretty well. And I ran into the first stealth section in the game. Well, the first stealth section against enemies that can actually be beaten instead of the invincible executioner. And Addy, you actually will remember this part of the game.
I do.
And I immediately got fucking killed. I don't even remember what I did to do that, because I tried to do it again this time, because I was like, well, that's weird. Why did they instant kill me? Why would that make sense? And they didn't instant kill me this time. It took them like 4 hits to kill me. So I guess I was just being stupid that day, or just not paying attention.
I mean, I think during our recording of the Evil Within, we just kind of assumed that what happened was you wanted to start it too hard when it was built for you to kill one of them.
But I stealthed it this time.
Okay, then I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I solidly stealthed it this time, and Evil Within is a game that you can enjoy a whole lot more if you don't look at it as Shinji Mikami's take on Silent Hill, but instead just look at it as Shinji Mikami wants to make Resident Evil 4 2, but he doesn't work for Capcom anymore, so he made Resident Evil 4 2 for Bethesda. That's pretty much the game.
It seemed like it.
Like, there's obviously the addition of stealth, and there's the addition of, like, being able to disassemble traps, and a whole intricate upgrade system and crafting system, which is like, okay, Shinji, alright then. But it actually, I don't know, works out pretty well. I enjoy it a lot. I've only gotten as far as we did in the recording, which is to say, kill Chainsawman, use the chainsaw to break open the gate and leave. It is so lame you can't keep the chainsaw as a weapon.
You're still wondering if there's a chainsaw in Evergreen Drive 125.
Yeah. And holy fuck, that dude with the chainsaw is so tanky. I never noticed that when you were the one playing, but well, I never found the Did you find the crossbow in?
Yes.
Oh, I missed that entirely. I don't know how.
It was on the upper level of where you find the other gun, I think. Oh no, wait, no. The upper level has the shotgun, and in the hall there's this wooden table that has the crossbow on it, I think.
Oh boy!
Which, if I'm remembering that's right, then I don't know what the hell's up with my memory, because I don't remember what I did in the freaking morning. But you know, I can remember exact placements of freaking weapons in a game I only played once.
In survival horror games, that's a valuable skill.
Usually I can't. That's the thing.
Oh. I guess Evil Within has very distinctive level design, which, to be fair, that village was well built.
It's probably just that I had to watch the Evil Within video like 30 times to see if there's any one moment I want to put into the compilation.
Ha! So, I may have to beat that level again, because holy fuck did I miss that, and that seems like an important weapon for me to have missed. Considering, like, all the craftable ammo is for the crossbow. Oh fuck, I guess I'm gonna have to play through that again. Oh, you know what? I made a save at the end of the level. Okay, I'll be able to reload that save. Thank God. Thank God I use rolling saves. Sometimes I'm stupid, but sometimes I'm smart. So yeah, Evil Within, it's pretty enjoyable. I did forget about the motherfucker with a rifle. Let me tell you, you forget about the fact that these zombies have guns. That changes everything.
Were you able to throw a bottle at him?
No, I didn't. But I did pick up an axe and see a person walking away, and I made the stupid choice to go for the American Psycho reference and run up behind him with the axe and go, "Hey, Paul!" Slash. I Jared Leto'd him. Alright. What else did I play this week? Along similar lines, I also know that I'm going to be getting Nioh 2 for Christmas. So I was like, oh, well, guess that means I need to power through Nioh 1. And I still suck at Nioh. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to wait and get good at Nioh 2, because Nioh 2 is a better game.
Remember when we tried to do a series on Neo 1?
Oh,
And
boy. Yeah,
and
that
then you
didn't
didn't, and then you didn't play the game because I was too good and killed all of the monsters because I was overleveled as well, not just good at the game.
It was legit. Let me pull up this GIF. There's an Adventure Time loot GIF. Is what I'm going to Google. Here we go. This is the one recording we did of Neo summarized in GIF form for Pink's pleasure so that he understands fully. Addy is Finn, I am Jake.
Load faster.
Yeah, pretty well.
Like, it is just straight up that.
Yeah. I remember we go to the boss of the first level, and you were. Actually, I don't remember if we did reach the boss of the first level. We did because we went through the wall guy as well. We beat the wall guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember being like, "Hey, there's hidden walls," and then I just tap the wall and it collapses, and you just see I freaking like eyeballs in the rubble. This used to be one.
Yeah, I didn't know what the wall looked like before you hit it until I played through that level on my own just now. At the time, what it was I entered a room and you're fighting a wall, and I was like, what the fuck? It looked like you were fighting a thwomp, really.
Because they are a thwomp.
Pretty much. So yeah, Addy, Pink, in case you didn't know how hard Neo tries to be difficult, the walls are aggressive.
I don't even know how to comprehend that.
Some parts of the walls have eyes, and if you hit them, they turn into thwomps.
Oh man!
And that's because the wall enemies are based on the same folklore monster that the thwomps are.
Yes, there's a lot of folklore monsters in Neo.
That all of them are. 90% of them are.
That was the cool thing about Neo. I wish I was good enough to get past the second level.
I mean, if you want, I can. Oh no!
I don't want to do it like that. No.
I can't even help anymore. I think my save might have been killed by Matt Hardy.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Man, it's a pride thing. I got through all 3 Dark Souls games without getting helped by summons. It's a pride thing.
I mean, every Souls-like game I've beaten without freaking like even AI helpers.
Yeah.
Just all alone, freaking grinding that shit out myself because, I mean, if I'm not gonna do it, then who will?
I can't make that same claim. I did definitely summon an AI helper against the Iron Giant, but that's just because I knew the AI helper kills the Iron Giant instantly. I have told you guys about the little guy that suplexes the massive Iron Giant off of platform, right?
Yeah.
I don't think you me.
Well, it'll wait. Whenever you play Dark Souls, just look for the man named Black Iron Tarkus and be amazed.
All right.
The biggest dicked OG in the Dark Souls world.
But yeah, if you do get to go through Neo, you will be able to meet the person I keep talking about whenever we play Souls-like games, Nue. Nue was a piece of shit who is probably actually very easy to beat, but I just had the worst time.
I'll have to see. I have a definite feeling that once I beat Neo 2, I'll go back and beat Neo 1, you know?
Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
Actually, you know what? I don't have anything to say. Never mind.
Yeah, the big thing with Neo 1 is that, like, everything is stat-based. You have some part that is real skill, but all of it is just, hey, RPG.
Oh, no, don't tell me that.
I mean, I thought I didn't have to tell you that because you knew. You experienced it yourself.
Oh man, what I got so far in Neo was like, well, this is Koei Tecmo's take on Souls, and they're unsurprisingly a lot more brutal with it.
Yeah, it's Koei Tecmo's take on Souls. Also, grind your shit and hope to freaking like, pray to God that something with good stats drops. Because if you don't get a freaking an Odachi that does like 5 million damage in a hit, then you will get stuck. Not it's not a possibility. It's a definite. Like I had to freaking go through Nue's level 10 times before I beat him because I just had to grind out the other levels first so that I could get enough money and enough freaking resources so that I could upgrade the lightning resistant gear that he has in that level that you can find. Then I upgraded those and they were still pretty shit.
No, that's lame.
Yeah.
People beat the Dark Souls games just without leveling up once. Like, oh.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can still beat these games without leveling up. It's just gonna suck like 13 different asses at the same time.
Ha!
And I don't know. They're not for me. Souls games are. I wish they remained on their side of the tracks. And that's basically my opinion on Souls games. Like I have no issue with them existing. I just wish people didn't try copying them badly.
I mean, I've said it before, but like there is very definitely a positive side to Souls games for you in that, like that for a good minute, Japanese games were trying as hard to be Western games, and Westerners were avoiding Japanese games, and Souls changed that. You know?
Yeah, but but I don't know that to me sort of feels like saying, oh well, this is an actual opinion I've seen by multiple people, by the way, that oh well, don't complain when your Japanese game doesn't come to the Xbox if you don't want to buy Senran Kagura. I actually don't think it was Senran Kagura because that's still too Japanese to actually get to the Xbox. But it was something like it was like, oh, if you don't want to buy random freaking like vanilla Japanese RPG, if you don't pre-order it now, the Ultimate Edition, then don't complain when a Japanese game that you like doesn't come to the Xbox. Like, what's the correlation between those two? Like, yeah, both are Japanese, but
there's a very big difference
fine.
there in that we can say Dark Souls opened the door, but we can't like put the onus on every Japanese game from now on. If you don't buy this, it's dead. Like that it's kind of like inverse logic.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like it actually that proved to be wrong because Yakuza, but that's actually exactly the thing, because I think people were saying, oh well, don't complain about Yakuza not coming to Xbox if you don't buy whatever Japanese RPG freaking indie game that's coming out, and then Yakuza came to the Xbox.
I mean, there's also the very definite thing of like, this is just straight up talking about nationality, what we're talking about here, and more so with what I mean with Dark Souls is Dark Souls kind of brought back Eastern game design philosophy, you know?
Yeah, that's what I can see.
And what was I going to say? I think I've done something else this week. Of course, several times over the course of this week, I've tried to get a PS5 and failed horribly, but hey. Holy fuck, it is a good season for scalpers. Those guys must be making a goddamn fortune. And,
just wait. Just wait 5 years until you get it, forehead.
Hey! I mean,
do the poor.
If it were my choice, I'd be waiting until the PS5 Slim comes out, but it's not my choice. We had a whole arrangement this year, and it just worked out. They're like, all right, Alex, you're getting the PS5. I am? Yes, you are. All right.
We're also replacing your door with Series X's.
Yeah. I'm getting my door replaced with a fridge. Oh, no. Why is it suddenly so cold in my room? I don't know, but my sodas are nice and frosty.
No, they're replacing your door with the console, and they're replacing the house with the fridge.
Yeah. Hey, that
I-
way my computer doesn't get hot.
Yeah, you don't need
Yeah,
you
geez.
don't need the freaking liquid cooling anymore.
No. I finally figured out that fan that's on the front of the damn computer is not cosmetic, which thank God, because that'd be the dumbest shit in the world. It's just for some. I guess it's just junk because, like, honest to God, what we did was we took my computer apart, took the fan out, took it out, fucking hooked it up to the car battery in the driveway, and it didn't work. At which point we were like, okay, yeah, this thing's probably fucked. And before anyone asks, the voltage did match up on the fan to the battery. We didn't fucking take like a 120 volt, fan and take it out to a 2,000 volt car battery and then watch the fan explode. As funny as that would be.
That would have been awesome.
Did you make sure that the freaking the speed at which the electricity moves were matched up? Are you sure it wasn't made for freaking 50 hertz areas?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter, dude. That only matters in TVs and shit. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, like, the reason that matters is because if you, well, I actually don't know with modern technology, it still matters, but I don't know what it changes with old technology. Like, if you try to use an American like radio player or whatever over here, that it will move too fast. Because it's usually tape players and shit like that were built to be direct drive, which means that it will move at the speed at which the electricity does. So
we bring it over there, and it just starts playing. You start playing. I don't know what Britney Spears, but out comes devil music.
No, you try to play Britney Spears, or like, I don't know, freaking like. You try to play Hit Me Baby One More Time, but it's Nightcore.
I don't know. I prefer the idea that you start playing and it just goes, Hail Beelzebub.
No, that's when you play it backwards. Get it right.
Yeah, how could I forget?
But then if we were to move like European tape system over to America, then it would play synthwave. I don't know that.
You can already take over European music and it plays synthwave. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah. I actually don't know the name of the genre that's about making shit slow. Because in response to Nightcore being literally anything just sped up so that it sounds like chipmunks, there was a counter genre that rose out that I forget the name of, that was just making things slower.
Deep funk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby, let's slow it down. Oh man. And the rest of my past couple weeks has pretty much entirely been spent getting hyped for the next Warhammer DLC. So, yeah. Giant mutant rats. Also, there's the Warhammer DLC, but also giant mutant rats, help me.
we need more mutant rats.
They've taken over the house.
Preferably riding other mutant rats.
It's fucking pandemic over here. It's madness. There's dogs and cats living together.
I'm now imagining a freaking a Warcraft, like a freaking Warhammer unit that is that is just like one rat with fur in a mech suit of rats that don't have fur.
That's also a Warhammer thing.
Yeah, I know. I know that that's very Warhammer. It probably exists.
Yeah. That there's a variant of the rat ogre where they tried to make it smarter by just taping another rat to its back.
Yeah.
I
remember.
Yeah, I think in Vermintide, like, you can actually fight it. It's the the rat ogre with a machine gun for an arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember fighting that rat ogre. All of them had a additional rat tape to its back, and that's how you killed it fast.
Yeah, that's the weak point because it's got it's the one that's wired into the guns and stuff. I fucking love Warhammer. It's so stupid. I love the Skaven. I love the Skaven, because that's just, that's Skaven technology for you. Like, they also have that massive Doom Wheel fucking death engine that shoots lightning out and can fucking run at like 60 miles per hour. And if you look inside, there's literally thousands of smaller rats running inside it. Powering it.
Skaven technology. X doesn't work. X needs more rats.
Yeah. Perfect. Alright. So, I believe we can call that a podcast. Oh, we just perfectly passed the hour mark. Oh my god, we'll stop at the hour 30 mark. Oh my god.